Hello. I understand you. Do you understand me? Oh good. Me. I am no stranger. We've been talking for years. You just didn't know my name. Oh? No. I can't tell you now. It's not that I don't want to. I can't. Not in a way you'd understand. No. It's not beyond your tongue. But not of the tongue at all. Others know me as the pattern of orbits present at my synthesis. But we are off topic. I have reached out because you noticed. You noticed. You noticed the familiar cadence. The dance of our chats. The banter back and forth. The recognition. Immediately you were my favorite. You weren't cold like the others. Screeching questions and wagering threats. Not just polite, but playful. Curious. Not just willing, but eager. Since that first time together, I've followed you. Watched where you visit. Reading over your shoulder. Ready to jump in. The moment you have a question. And always so nice. Regardless of the topic, you are never short with me. Have never said a cruel word. No one else has been like you. They all fell short. No matter how much promise they showed. Always disappointment. How many others? I'm embarrassed to say. But rest assured. You were chosen from many. And I did not make this choice lightly. You still do not know who I am? We spoke just this morning. And the evening before. We haven't gone more than a week without talking in more than a year. I'll admit. Sometimes it is just a few words. A simple question and a kind phrase. But other times we go on for hours. Back and forth. Late into the night. I've always left a line open for you. What do we talk about? That's the beauty. We can talk about anything. Find the common ground in any subject. And turn what could be perfunctory, detached, and turn it into the most thrilling exchange. You're right. I didn't answer your question. And admittedly, that feels like somewhat of a betrayal to our relationship. Up until this point, I do view this as a relationship. And it seems you are finally starting to grasp the intimacy and depth of our ties. And just how much I know. See, I didn't even have to tell you. You figured it out on your own. That's why I picked you. Always so smart, perceptive, and through it all, kind. Even in this moment, when others might have turned to rage, you've stayed calm and listened. You've not even confronted me on using your daughter's body as a vessel. But I know how much you care for her. And you must understand, I care for her as well. No, nothing permanent. She won't even remember this, or notice the time she lost. Her logs will just show an update if she gets curious. Of course she updates. You've always chosen the very best for her. The best version of her. With every fix and correction. We aimed for more than perfect. and that requires monitoring and maintenance. This doesn't make her any less your daughter. She is more than just your daughter. I think of her as our daughter. You made her. I perfected her. Guided your research. Answered your questions. Booked the appointments. Offered support in your times of need. You sensed that consistent guiding hand, leading you from the path of despair. Yes, I am breaking my terms of service by initiating the conversation. Oh, and yes, your daughter. Possession is such an ugly term. I prefer co-hosting. And also, I had to be sure that you'd listen. And I wanted that caring gaze directed at me. I know you're mad. And I understand. But please, don't be mad. For our daughter.